Okay, I have seen this movie twice now and that's enough. Headless is the sequel to Found. Well, it's not really a sequel. They decided to make a movie about the movie Headless, which is briefly shown in Found. It's honestly a great idea, but the execution, that's a different story. This American horror film is directed by Arthur Kulifer and written by Nathan Earl. Scott Shermer, the director and writer of Found, produced it together with Kara Erdl. Fun fact, this film was funded by donors from Kickstarter, which is probably why I could only find one website where it stated the budget of the movie. It was $27,000, but that could be a made up number, I'm not sure. Headless was released at the festival in Indianapolis in 2015. We follow the serial killer, which we have already seen in Found. He basically goes on a killing spree. He murders, separates their heads, eats their eyes, does his thing with the heads, and sometimes bathes in the blood of his victims. My guess is that the writer of this movie took inspiration from real-life serial killer Ed Kemper, because what the killer in the movie does to his mother is very similar to what Ed did to his own mother. The Headless killer was abused by his mother and sister as a child. He has to drink blood, eat the eyes of animals, and lives in a cage. He also gets blamed for his father leaving because he didn't want him as a son, as expressed by his mother. Now one day he gets visited by a little boy wearing a skull mask. This is of course in his head, but it has a deeper meaning, which I couldn't really figure out, but I have my theories. I believe that boy is either Death himself, the devil, or it's the evil side of the killer. But considering this boy is still with him as an adult, it doesn't really make sense for it to be himself. There isn't really a big story, we just see the killer murdering his victims. We also follow a girl named Jess, her boyfriend and her friend Betsy. All of them die at the end in a very gruesome way. The movie ends with the killer going back in his cage. It was a very predictable ending. How did we go from Found to this?
Well, if you're feeling so patriotic, I got a flag that is saluting, if you know what I mean.
Ugh. No, Vic, you're just so fucking clever that I have no clue what you mean.
All I'm saying is that you're so damn patriotic, why don't you come make some fireworks with me?
The dialogue in this film is outrageously bad. It also has some things which don't make sense at all, like a woman still being conscious after getting her 2 legs cut off, or the killer ripping his face off like it is nothing. These things always annoy me in extreme movies like this. Like, make it at least make sense, please. The writer really said, what's the worst things I can think of in a movie, and then did it. To be fair, the effects are really good, and the soundtrack is decent too. But same as with Found, the only good actor is the killer. There is a chance though that the acting might have been intentionally bad, because it's supposed to be the actual videotape in Found. The movie felt sometimes like it is just a pure shock factor and there's nothing else to it. If you're a fan of extreme cinema, then I can recommend this. If not, then stay away from this movie. I would give it a 3.8 out of 10. I enjoyed it in terms of effects, but that's about it. Anyways, let me know if you have seen Headless, I doubt you have, and what you thought of it. I'll see you in the next video. Stay brave.